No, I'm not. This is very, very exclusive. This is very exclusive. Are you ready? Hi, you guys. Welcome to the Dynasty Show. I want you guys to follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok. It's all right here in the link. And then I want to introduce my sister, my best friend, Instagram star, Punk Prince. Also known as Kitty Cat. Also known as my sister, Prudence.
Yes.
Let me get into the tea. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, every time somebody asks, tell me about yourself, everybody just forgets everything about.
That's how they be.
Well, let me see. Well, the first thing is I'm an artist, of course. I spent most of my life drawing. I could draw before I could write, and I'm left-handed.
So you know how to kiss, but good.
Well, yeah, but
They say left-handers are good kissers.
that's weird. I never heard that.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the lefties out there, if you draw and you're left-handed, you know the struggle is it's a mess. But that's first and foremost. That's what I'm best at. I'm an artist. So honestly, I really live my art out through my fashion as well in real life. And
You broke the internet when you was Kitty Cat,
what?
and everybody was living for my sister. It's crazy the fact that we've been friends for over 11 plus years.
Yeah, what's that? Over a decade.
Over a decade. We've been friends.
Yeah,
And
close
what-
friends. We've been through everything that friends could go through. Like siblings is wow.
To throwing my phone in the water.
Why do you always have to go there the first time? So we want to talk about when I threw you. We want to talk about that.
I want to talk about why you was so mean to me in high school. Because we have another friend. Her name is Phoebe. Y'all see her soon. And she was always the middle woman. And it's a key because we was always bumping heads. Probably 5 years, 6 years of our friendship, we was always a love and hate relationship. But there was a one particular time that we was on the phone with her boyfriend, and I said, "Oh my God, what did I say to make you feel like I want your man?"
Man, I can't believe you are open with that. But since we on that topic, I'm gonna be honest. I hate talking about relationships, especially my teenage relationships, because teenagers, first of all, have no business being in a relationship.
Because we don't know who we
Yeah,
are.
don't. I mean, for some people it works, but I would say whatever. But yeah, I was dating somebody at that time.
This fuck boy.
Yeah, and I didn't really know Dynasty that well. Dynasty was the new girl to the school. She just got from the school. But we had heard about her. She was on the news. So we knew her as the girl who came to school with the taser. She brought her taser. And she
I am high as
tased
hell.
somebody. No, I'm just kidding. She didn't tase nobody. But
Almost did.
it was a whole story in the news that Dynasty was famous about, and that's how we heard of her. So I didn't really know her personally, and I just heard that she was on the phone with the guy I was dating. And my friend called me. She's like, "Oh my God, Tyon." I mean, she didn't.
She did. Go ahead.
I'm not.
She
gonna
made it
say
something
she
it
made
wasn't.
dramatic. She wasn't like. She wasn't like making it like a problem, but she was kind of like, well, Dynasty was on the phone with your boyfriend, and I was like, okay. I'm like, well, that's weird, but that's okay. Go on.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, we were all on the phone, and Dynasty had said to her, I want a relationship with you.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And I was just like, what? And then we called Dynasty, and I got back on the line. I think no, we were all on the line. So we clicked back over, and my boyfriend was on the line with Dynasty and my other friend, and they were just all talking. And I was like, Dynasty, what did you say? And you were like, yeah, I said I want a relationship with him. But one thing about Dynasty is that if you don't know Dynasty, Dynasty has a way of saying things kind of unique. She's a very unique character. So when she said relationship, she she's just very passionate and caring. She really didn't mean like
Um,
I
boyfriend
want to date you. She meant I want to get to know you.
as a friend.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, teenage me, it didn't. It that did not. It did not.
This bitch hung up the phone, and
Wait.
yeah, she hung up the phone and she said some little smart comments. She hung up the phone, so I didn't think nothing of it. Mind you, I had two phones, so I'm over here just minding my own business. The next day from school, I'm walking in my baby fat, just feeling like I'm the shit. I'm in class with my sister because we have first period together. So then she was like, "Oh, girl, Prue's mad at you." I said, "Why?" Because what you said to her man and da da da. So we hit key, and I was like, "Girl, it's nothing." Da da da. Mind you, I'm still kind of new, so she didn't talk to me all day. She avoided me the whole entire day. I think I tried to talk to her after the first period, and she ignored me. So then the last period, we went outside, and it rained the night before. So we over here because we always play fight, we always bink, we always play fight. So I'm thinking we was all play fighting. No, this bitch was really trying to fight me. You really was trying to fight me. And I'm thinking we're playing the entire time. I'm thinking we're playing. And then I guess my phone dropped or something, and then she picked it up. He's like, oh yeah, what did you say about my man? What did you say about my man? Oh, and it was a puddle of water. He said, you don't think I'm gonna throw this in the puddle? You don't think I'm gonna throw this? I said, you won't throw it, and she threw it in the water. She threw it in the water, you guys, and it was like, and then my heart just
No,
dropped.
wait. I have to intervene
Go ahead.
because there's more tea to that story. So you remember, we were play fighting. We were kind of play fighting, and I was kind of a catty person. I will admit to that. I guess, in a way, I was the villain in this scenario. We were play fighting, and when we were play fighting, Dynasty dropped his phone, and I grabbed it, and you didn't know, and y'all were looking for it. Dynasty was looking for it, and they're like, "Where's my phone? Where's my phone?" And I
She
was
had
like,
it the whole
this,
time.
this phone. I said, "This is what you want." And I was looking at the photo. I said, "I told this and that one." And
It's
yeah,
so crazy that we can laugh about it
more.
now.
I know.
Cause we talk about it every time because it's like that was the pivotal moment in our friendship where I was actually mad and upset with her, and I mean she told me she's like, Dynasty, I think you're a hoe. I think you're this, I think you're that, and it was just like, why do you think that? Because I'm very promiscuous, I'm very nasty. They call me Dynasty for a reason. So of course she felt like I'm a man taker, this, that. So it took a lot of years for us to get to where we're at now. To know that we would not do that to each other and date each other's man and do all types of crazy shit. I always ask, why were you so angry? Why was you so angry in high school? Why was you so quiet but angry when you get mad, you get explosive? She'll say she's about to have a moment before she have the moment. Like, what made you get like that? So let's get into that. Oh,
Yeah, I gotta put the shades on for that.
what's tea?
So yeah, I was really an angry high school kid, and I really lashed out with that in my personal life. But at the time, you can't really understand that,
Mm-hmm.
especially being that young and being from the black community. A lot of our family members, the generation before us, they didn't prioritize mental health really at all. So
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really understand what was going on with me. But it was kind of always known that there was something wrong or something not right. I just really had a hard time growing up at home, particularly the relationship with my mother.
Mm.
It was never really good. Um,
What were some of the things that you can remember off the top of your head that was like a pivotal moment between your mother and you to make you where you were so angry?
well, my mother, I just want to start off first in saying she is, by the words of a therapist, she's a textbook narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
So that's first of all, growing up with a mother who is a narcissist, and also this is a woman who's been traumatized and by her own words, and she's never really dealt with that. And she had me at a young age. She had me when she was 20,
Mm.
and I was her first kid. And honestly, right from the bat, it was apparent that she didn't have kids because she wanted to have kids. It was more of a thing of trying to keep a man. So she was having kids for a man, and of course, they didn't work out. So
Right.
now she's left with the kid. But honestly,
And sorry, I just want to just so because your dad, I've heard from what you told me that she really liked your dad, and then I guess it was a separation between her and your dad, and then you kind of came out looking like your dad, and you felt like that the torture that she was doing
oh
to you,
yeah.
because you looked like your dad and she couldn't have what she wanted.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that, and that's a big key thing in my issues with my mom and my dad is that yeah, I am his spitting image, so it's no denying that I'm his child. You can look at me, you look at him, and you can tell. But that's the funny thing. She told another man that I was his kid.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, this man is named Donald, which is why I was born under the name Donald because she let that man become my father, and she kind of had him, I guess, sign my birth certificate. So I was born under Donald, even though obviously I'm not this man's child, and she knew that. And she played both of these men. She was having sex with both of them at the same time, and she told them they were both the father. So when my father really found out, we had to get the birth certificate and all that changed, and we got his name on it. But once it came out, everybody knew. So the guy, Donald, when he found out, this man had already raised me, taken me to Walmart, invested in me.
You remember?
Yes, I remember. I just remember him. He was a good man. He was a father figure to me. But that all changed when he found out that I wasn't his kid. In fact, he actually shot up my grandmother's house when we were all in it. I mean, I was a little baby. And that's one of the big pivotal moments from my mom is that,
You played both men's.
yeah, and she really was kind of remorseless about it. She had no care.
She didn't care.
Yeah, she was.
So when you, mm-hmm.
She would say it's the men's fault. She was like, it's their fault. They should ask for a DNA test.
Mama, this is my daddy, I thought, and now he's not, and now there's other strangers coming in my life, and I love your dad, by the way. He's very sweet and very nice, but you didn't know him. You thought this man was your. That could be so traumatic, thinking and being with a man, thinking that's your father, and then another stranger come in, and then you ask your mom what's going on, and she just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, she never gave a fuck, and I always thought that was weird. I thought maybe that would change one day. But there's along the lines of learning of that, dealing with a narcissist parent, there's things that they won't care about.
Wow.
Yeah, and actually when I found out about all this, I mean, it was kind of weird because I was really young. I found out at 5 years old, so I didn't necessarily know. The thing I just knew is that now my name has changed, and I was just learning how to spell my name. Donald, so I just learned that. And at 5, you're just learning how to write and spell your name. So I've had to learn how to spell my new name. I now remember that being really hard, even though Tyon it's only four letters, but
just being so
I
used
remember,
to it.
yeah, at that age it was really hard. That's the only thing I remember being that difficult. But yeah, I do remember wondering what happened to Donald.
Wow.
And that, growing up, I learned that's what happened to him.
Wow.